When it comes to pitching and arm injuries, baseball is usually the culprit, not so much for softball. However, a loaded schedule and too much time in the circle landed one Naperville North hurler on the injured list last season. This year, she's back in the game and committed to staying on the field. Groth has that story.
Naperville North has a valuable asset in sophomore Danielle Biesiada. Splitting time as a pitcher and utility player, Biesiada quickly rose through the JV program before joining the varsity team midway through last season.
She came up for a doubleheader, got some at-bats, did a great job for us defensively, and then, like I said, she just said, hey, things are kind of sore right now, and then all of a sudden we just kind of lost her.
I noticed after maybe 5 or 6 games in that my shoulder started hurting, and then later the next day I think, I felt like a sharp pain, and that's when I realized that something was actually wrong.
Biesiada had dealt with shoulder problems in the past and was worried she might need surgery. This concern prompted a visit with an orthopedic surgeon.
She had a muscle imbalance because of the repetitiveness of what she was doing. You know, so many things in the front that you got weak in the back.
Dr. Nicholson explains how an overuse injury can cause the shoulder to revert to unbalanced behavior.
The shoulder blade will start to pick up some of the slack if you're injured. It's interesting, if you watch those athletes from behind, you'll see an asymmetry of their shoulder blade action. It's kind of like, I'm going to use the backup system because I'm trying to avoid an injury here.
Nicholson referred Biesiada to throwing specialist Matt Lesniak. He discovered a related problem, a flaw in the pitcher's mechanics. Biesiada was striding too far during her delivery.
At the time when her foot hit the ground, her arm wasn't in the right slot. And that was kind of perpetuating that click or that abnormal movement with her shoulder joint.
Lesniak says the forces used in the shoulder for softball pitchers are very similar to those in baseball, but overuse education is lacking on the softball side.
The Little League and USA Baseball has been very, very good at publishing and preaching the importance of pitch counts and days of rest after pitching, and softball needs to catch up a little bit on that.
Biesiada's rehabilitation program helped restore her strength, and now she's back out on the field. Her old schedule involved softball activity for most of the calendar year, but to avoid serious injury risks, the sophomore now takes 3 months a year away from the sport.
It's hard because I love pitching and I want to keep pitching and I don't like taking breaks, but I'm glad to do what I have to do if it means that I can keep playing softball.
Dr. Nicholson believes more athletes need to follow a rest plan like this.
We think that every youth upper extremity athlete, swimmer, volleyball hitter, tennis player, thrower, should take 3 months off from their sport.
A new approach to the game and the knowledge gained from her rehab process have given Biesiada peace of mind during her softball season.
Not being afraid that the next time I pitch I'm going to tweak something and it's going to start all over again. I know what I need to do, how I need to protect my shoulder, and what to do before and after to keep myself safe.
Reporting from Naperville North High School, Groth, Naperville Sports Weekly.